Okay, when you pull up Excel, there are different tabs right here. You have missing data, Airbnb, Washington D.C., H lookup, H zip code, and decoder ring. The one that we'll be using is Airbnb, Washington D.C. So once I click on it, I have my right tab now. So this is all of my data that'll be in. It's in all of the column and rows. So I would like to start off by clicking on the left triangle in the top left corner. This pulls up all your data and it highlights all your data. That way, when you make the pivot chart table, all your data will be in it. All right. After selecting all the data, I go to the Insert tab, which is in the top left ribbon. All right. And once I click on the Insert tab, after all my data is selected, the thing that I click on is Pivot Table. All right. Once Pivot Table is selected, it pulls up another menu, which gives you, it tells you to select a table range, but I already highlighted the data, so it is on there. And it asks you, do you want to use a new worksheet or an existing worksheet for the pivot table? And we would like to use a new worksheet. And once you have those selected, you click OK. And what it does is it pulls up another worksheet called sheet number 2, which is down here. And on this sheet, you have the columns and rows which where you will build a pivot table from. And you have this pivot table builder on the side, which you add, which you figure out how you want to put the columns and rows. You figure out where you want your information to go. And there are a lot of different informations inside of this. All right. And now we have to figure out which goes in which category. So we wanted neighborhood in the column field. So I scroll up in this pivot table builder and I put neighborhood into the column field. And then it asks for room type. And it wants room type to be in the rows field. So I scroll till I see room type and I put it in the rows field. All right. And then it asks for one more thing, which is price. And it says it goes into the sum values. So I scroll until I see price and I put it in the sum values. All right. But it actually wants me to do something to price. So in the price, it wants it to set to calculate average with 2 decimal digits. So it's different for Mac than Windows, but for the Mac, you double tap it and you pull up and you go down to the field sense button. And once you click on that, you change it from count to average. And you would like to click on number, that way you can change the decimal place. So after you click on number and you take it from general to number, the number of decimal places is already selected, which is 2. So once that is selected, you just can hit OK. And you hit OK again. And all your data will be portrayed in the columns and rows inside of your pivot table. Pretty simple. So I have a little joke for you. What did one toilet say to the other toilet? You look flushed. Okay. And the next part that I will be doing is demonstrating how to insert a filter on minimum nights to restrict the view to hosts that have a minimum of 1, 2, or 3 nights. So it is telling me to only view the people that are staying for 1, 2, or 3 nights. So with doing this, you have to pull up the pivot table builder again. And while pulling it up, you would drag the minimum nights into the filters category. And putting this in the filter category puts a filter on minimum nights. So up here in the top left corner of the chart, where the minimum nights, you have a drop down little click you can click on, and you will click on it, and it normally has select all on it, but you would check off select all and only set 1, 2, and 3. And once that is done, you hit the X. And this is how to put a filter for only the first 3 nights for the stays. Okay, I will be demonstrating how to create a pivot chart out of the pivot table that we have. And the first step that I have to do is select all the data using the left triangle. And after selecting the data, I go to the Insert tab. And right here, where I have the 3 graphs, I select the triangle, the column one. And when I pull this up, I have different options. And the option that I want to select is cluster column. So I click on this, and the chart pulls up with all your data already in it. and it has the categories at the bottom.